All right, I'm going to share with you something so incredibly important. It's happening right now, okay? We've been going along and having, I call the soft shift, a few things happening, but there's a critical change, a big shift happening right now. I'm going to share with you what it is. If you do this, this world will transform and it's going to explode and accelerate in a way that's going to blow your mind. If you do this, because I get a lot of views on my channel, maybe not as many as some of the other guys, but I get enough views that you alone, with all the other viewers, every person who watches this, if you do this, a major shift is in play right now. I'm feeling it. It's happening. I'm going to tell you how you can participate. It will blow your mind. I promise you that. If you do this, it will blow your mind. Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. I hope that you'll subscribe to my channel if you like this message, because if you do that, you're telling YouTube that you love positive messages of change, that positive change is happening, and that you support channels that are encouraging others to go into a world that's so amazing. And I want to tell you right now, the biggest shift happening right now, and it's coming, the Great Awakening is coming. It's already happening. It's been happening, but it's accelerating. And that is what I'm teaching in my Total Clarity class. It's lesson 5. It's the higher way, the higher thought. I want you to hear me out on this. This is so simple, yet it may be an epiphany for you. People want to know their life purpose. All you might be hearing right now is the complaining about, well, they're doing this and they're doing that. There's no they. There's no they. That's a reflection of the energy field here that's unconscious, and all of us are that. All of us are unconscious because all of us came here without the memory of what we are. Some may have some. I do have some memories, but it wasn't of a light being. It was other lifetimes. Still the unconsciousness of the universe. Right? What's going to happen right now? As unconscious beings, we have the biggest test in the universe. This is amazing. You're going to love this. All you have to do is show a better way and a better thought. This is from one of my little videos in all the videos in Total Clarity. Total Clarity is when you know one thing you have to do here, your entire reality will shift, and I'll tell you why. When we choose a better thought and a better way in absolutely everything we do, your personal reality changes and shifts into a completely different world. You will have abundance, people showing up, happiness, stuff's going to show up for you that you wouldn't believe, synchronicities, coincidences that we know there aren't any. Like my condo. The condo I wanted was taken. I walked back to this vacation condo and said, I just saw myself in that condo I wanted. Called the agent and said, you know what, just wanted to tell you I love that condo, but if anything else like it comes up, he says that one came up. This is going to keep happening more and more and more. And this has been happening to me constantly. It's nonstop. Every time I have a thought, it shows up. This is what can happen for you. But if you're on a lower frequency, you're involved in the density, the things that are accelerating right now are going to be down there. If you go to what is the best thought, the highest thought and action, your world will expand into something so amazing because you're manifesting positive things. Therefore, what you give, you receive instantaneously. It isn't sent out and comes back. It just is. And therefore, your world just switched into a higher dimension and reality. Every single thing you think that you do must be, without exception, must be. You can't sort of make it to a new earth. We can't sort of have anger in there. There's none in that new earth. Every single choice has to be a better option, a better thought. I'll give you an example, and I think I've mentioned this in a few videos. I love animals. You guys know I love animals. I won't say the country, but it's a country that's killing 4 million animals a year testing for pharmaceuticals and all that other stuff. There are organizations, instead of going in and protesting and doing the things that we normally have been doing, or fighting or arguing or rioting or all that we do. Oops, I'm going to have to cut that out. That bullpucky that we do, they are giving these people options. They're finding ways to test on chemicals, drugs, pharmaceuticals, whatever it is. Chemicals, that's real great, healthy, right? They're showing this country ways to test without using animals. The sad part about the animal testing is that it's not helping with the results, with the end result. In other words, all the testing didn't save lives. And of course, we know what those animals went through. I know it's painful to even talk about this stuff, isn't it? But I want to give you the good news. They are eliminating this kind of lower choices in country after country after country. It's happening. And I get it because I'm signed up for these emails to see what they're doing, so that I can vote and say, yes, please stop this action. Let's do something. Let's find a better way. So all the people that are doing destructive things will not stop until there's something that's better for them, a better way, because even if it's on a low frequency, if they're benefiting from it, and if that's all we have to do, I'm happy with that, right? I'll give you an example. Like if the food industry starts doing healthy organic stuff because they'll make more money doing it, and that's their only intention, yay, mission accomplished. And they might actually feel good about it. So my bottom line message to you is, no matter what the intentions are, when you give somebody a higher option, when you have a higher thought and a higher action, and you react on a higher level, you will 100% get and give a higher result. It has to happen. This is quantum physics. No more argument, no more conflict, no more blaming, no more saying, it's hard because they're all jackasses. Nope, I'm sorry, you signed up for this spiritual butt kick. And you guys, no more butts on my channel, right? But, Landria, no, there's no but. Your parents, they're jackasses. One of my students, coaching students, let it go. Just let it go. And the mom called and apologized for years of being a jackass. And he didn't have to do anything. He had a higher choice. He stopped making them wrong. This is so powerful. You don't have to do that much. Just have to let go. Can you let go? I'm telling you, this is so powerful. We are going into a major shift. It's going to be like wildfire. It's like one little thing. It's the butterfly. Oh, it's a butterfly. No, it becomes a hurricane. And this is a good one. This is a powerful, beautiful one. Can you make 100% all day long? Try it. Go for it. What's the higher choice? What's the better choice? Dealing with a friend. You're going to have some friends that do some jackass stuff. I have to have it swig. By the way, it's like 4:30 here. p.m. I just felt like coffee. I love it. So if you have a friend, or you have a situation or neighbors or whatever, and they go into negativity, quit worrying about them. What's my higher choice? What's my higher thought? What's my higher option? So if you give them a higher option to not argue with you, if you argue with them, if you go into conflict, you're not giving them the best option. You're not. If you go into I'm getting some serious high ringing right now. That's a really good sign. So that's another thing, guys. When you go on this high frequency, you're going to pick up in these high frequency vibrations. Your world's going to rock. Seriously. And I keep experiencing the most unbelievable things right now. And every time I get a challenge, I go into the higher, better thought. Okay, I don't want to do that. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to learn something from that. I just had to do my accounting, all my books. I said, you know what? I'm not going to hire somebody. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to learn this. I ended up loving it. I actually look forward to it now. understanding, all the numbers and how to reconcile things and do it properly. And I thought, I just became a better business owner because now I understand this. And it's fun. And all of a sudden, instead of opposing something, I invited it in, and I had no fear and no losing sleep over it, saying, okay, all right, here's the situation. I'm going to learn from this. And now the situation completely shifted. It's going to happen in your life with everything. What's the higher choice? Some higher choices may be to step away from certain situations, not in punishment, but in peace and love. It's going to happen with some of your friends. It just is. They're going to be in a happy place. They're going to want to blame you. They're going to, especially if you're doing well, if things aren't going well for them. This is part of my training. I'm just telling you that you're going to have to deal with this. It's not personal. It's coming from in here, and they're making those choices based on their experiences and their fear, and so they're blasting it out. Compassion. What's my higher best choice? Give others options. When we give somebody an option, a dog meat farmer, to do something different to feed his family, he'll stop using the dogs as a way for income. And that's what those organizations are doing. What's the better choice? Let's be friends with this person. Tell them we know you're in a bad situation and we know you want to feed your family. What if we showed you an option that didn't include this, and you could hand those dogs over to us, and we're going to go take them to the United States to loving homes. They've been handing them over like crazy, and we're putting them out of business, and we're showing them other ways. And it's beautiful, and it's happening. It is a massive movement right now. And if you aren't seeing that, then you are not tuned in to what's really going on out there in high frequency, and your focus is on the bad stuff. Now if you took my survey, I'm doing community surveys on my channel. I asked people, do you think that only just a few are going to awaken? Do you think we're going to hell in a handbasket? Or do you think there's a massive movement for a great awakening? And it was overwhelmingly, I think it was like 75%, you can take a look yourself, said that they believed that the entire planet was going into an awakened state. The fact that you thought, the majority of people thought that, makes it so. Do you see how this works? That, believing that, will create it. The higher choices, the better thoughts, the options in everything you do, everything. From what you choose to purchase, what you can create. You guys come on over, create a business online. Create something that you can give to others, sell to others, that's so much better for them, healthier, that you can make a living doing, and they'll be so happy to have that. It's a world we're creating, my friend. It's so amazing. It's beautiful. It's happening. You can get on board with this, and I promise you, you'll start to experience mind-blowing stuff in your life. And all of a sudden, you're going to get this peace and clarity, and you won't have to know everything. What's this? What's that? There are no questions. In awakening, you don't have any more questions. You just observe, and you just serve. And the gifts, they're going to flow in, and all of a sudden you'll get clear on what you need to do under certain circumstances, whether it's your job or your health. It's uncomfortable. The planet's uncomfortable. Be clear on that too. And the massive shift includes being okay with that, because we're changing it. It's going to hang around for a while. We're going to change it. And I will always be the higher thought, the higher choice, the better choice. Do this and try it. Try it. If you can do it for a day, God bless you, because you're going to be tested, especially if you're going out there. Last night I had my mask on the dance floor because we're in Florida. It's number 3 in the country here for the health challenges. And so I put my mask on because we were people dancing real close to each other. I thought, well, I wanted to dance, so I put my mask on. And so, of course, somebody said, oh, I can't see your pretty smile. So I pulled it down and smiled and put it back up. I didn't get angry. I probably bothered him. I had a mask on. I don't know it's not his business. But he did it in a nice way. He didn't say anything other than, well, I can't see your pretty smile. So I gave him a pretty smile and I put it back on. This is how we can operate with one another. You don't have to get angry about anything. Just have a good laugh and go into that world, my friend, and change it. It's happening. Raise your frequency. It's beautiful. And see what happens. And I want to hear the stories. You guys are writing me with stories like, oh my gosh. so-and-so called me, or this happened, or I got this offer, I got this opportunity, or it became so clear, or I'm okay with leaving that job, or I'm not angry anymore with my family, or my neighbors, they're complaining about politics and stuff. Doesn't bother me anymore. In fact, I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. Yes, I should. All right, I'm going to finish my coffee. You guys, by the way, I looked up the coffee thing. Did you know there's some amazing benefits of coffee? If you don't want to drink coffee, don't. If you think it's bad for you, don't. Cheers. Hey, Manifest Anything is free. Come on over. Oh, my new series is coming out. Everybody's going to start over from the first one. I'll announce that so you'll know when it's happening, and you're going to see number 1 start again. It's going to be different training, much more extensive. It's going to, Total Clarity is out. Total Clarity is out. I'm launching that. That's my new course. It gives you this direction. This is one of the things we work on. But more than anything, it gives you clarity on how to use your power. What is it? What are we? And how does that work? I think you're going to love it. And then, of course, we've got Breakthrough Fear, and then I'm going to have Activate Your Magic coming out next year. I'm going to just keep cranking this stuff out for you guys, and it's fun. You're going to be so powerful and amazing, and we're just going to look at each other and think, wow, we did it. We did it. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Please subscribe and share these. Share them. Please subscribe. The free video series, go start an online business if you want to do that. Learn this technology. You don't have to have any knowledge. You learn everything step by step. Manifest Anything's free. Come on over. Oh, you get a free mobile app when you come over. And it's called What Am I Manifesting? You can set the alarms all day. It's a lot of fun. We're having a blast. Join us. The world is not such a horrible place. It's us. And we can change it all. Blessings, my friend. Namaste.